I should have been a model. Oh, jokes aside. Hi, guys. Perla here. Welcome to my channel, Imperfectly Perfect. That's me. So, I wanted to make, this is going to be quick though. My gloves. Why do I wear gloves? So, long story short, side effect of a medication. My circulations in my hands and my feet are completely done, basically. So I have not been able to wear flip-flops without socks for almost 2 years now, if not a little bit more. How can I put it this way? My hands and my feet have always been cold since I was a kid. For as long as I can remember, my temperature, like anytime you touch my hands and my feet, they were always like freezing cold. But it never bothered me until I went on a medication that caused the issue as far as the circulation being completely done. So I have, so gloves have kind of become my thing now. Gloves and toe socks. Love my toe socks. Well, I've been wearing toe socks since before that, but you know, we'll just blame it on that. So I have different types of gloves. I have different different materials, different thickness, different length, different everything. It really goes depending on how my hands feel. Depends on the temperature outside, inside, and basically the overall of how I'm feeling. I had one day, this was prior when I was only wearing the gloves for work. When I was home, I really was refusing to wear them when the issue first started. I had like you know how you get like little paper cuts or whatever? So I got in a paper cut, didn't think much of it. I mean, they usually heal right away. I would usually put like a little liquid Band-Aid on it and not have to think about it. Well, this particular paper cut ended up getting infected. Don't ask me how, because I honestly am still trying to replay everything in my head, and I'm just like, I just remember ending up in the hospital. So I had a red streak, like I think it was my left hand, if I'm not mistaken. The paper cut was like here or something, and then it went like all the way up, and it was coming up like my arm, and it happened so rapidly that I think it happened within like 48 hours or so of having the paper cut. And like I said, like my finger had not been bothering me or anything. I had a paper cut, to put liquid Band-Aid and just went with the flow. And it happened, and I was just like, wow, like what's going on here? Like I've had big cuts, like, you know, and things in the past. And so my immune system just completely changed after the medication. And to avoid, I'm very clumsy. Just very, very extremely clumsy because I'm always tired. So in order to avoid any more cuts or anything, I mean, my fingers are always cut. Anything that kind of like brush against it or whatever, just cuts it. Like, my skin just opens. I've had blood work done to see, like, you know, my clotting and everything is fine. They don't find anything wrong with it. I do wake up sometimes like with bruises and things like that. And like I said, everything so far has come back normal. We'll see what happens next week, when I get my results. But yeah, I've been wearing gloves now for almost 2 years. I wear them around the clock basically, except for when I'm taking a shower or if I'm doing the kids' hair and it requires me to have like wet hands or whatever, or if I'm doing dishes, because literally the water's burning hot, so it kind of helps me. But sometimes I do have to wear, like, you know, gloves and then rubber gloves over them. It really depends. But that's the story behind my gloves. Sometimes also like the certain materials, sometimes my hands need to feel different materials depending on how they feel. I know, the struggle, right? Like, what else could go wrong with me? But yeah, so it's actually pretty cool though, because we have a vintage store downtown, and the guy there, like, you know, they have stuff from like the 1800s, 1900s, like really, really cool old stuff. And I've been able to find like pretty amazing cool gloves, and because they know why I use them, like it's not like for a party or anything like that. They know that I use them like on a daily basis. I pretty much get a pretty good price on them, and I get stuff, some things that are actually unique, and that other people actually don't have. So that's actually pretty cool. So I am just like I said before, I'm just trying to embrace or the negative, or the challenges, or the bad things, whatever you want to call it, and just kind of look into positive things into them. So I just decided to just, if I'm gonna wear gloves, might as well wear something that I like, and something that feels comfortable and looks nice and just feels nice. And I mean, I'm always in pajamas, so I have to, buy some type of clothing. It's really not clothing, but no, but that's why I wear gloves. And I don't know, I've kind of gotten used to them by now. In the summer, I do still wear them. I try to wear like what material is it? Like either it's a cotton. No, is it? I don't even know. Like like how like those little tea, like when you go like to a tea party and stuff like that, they have like those really nice short ones that are really really thin and breathable. So I try to wear those. It is currently, I don't even know how. So I mean, eventually, hopefully, like once it hits like the 85, 90 degrees or so, I can bear to go outside without gloves. Until then, I really just keep them on, and I carry a pair with me in case I go into like a supermarket or store, because the first time it actually happened with my feet, I had gone to a doctor's appointment. I walked in with flip-flops because it was really really hot outside. And the doctor is talking to me. It was my kid's doctor. He was talking to me about the kids, and he's like staring at my feet the whole time. And I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, your toes. I was like, yeah, I can't feel them. He was like, they're purple. I'm like, yeah, welcome to my world. But that's pretty much it. Just another challenge, and another way, I guess, to work around it and just live with it. What can I do? I'm not gonna just like be like, oh my god, I can't do anything. Yeah, there are days where, especially when it's really really cold, that nothing works, that I can't grab anything, I can't hold anything, and I can't walk, because everything just hurts. Like my fingers and my toes were like literally like extremely hurt. But it's part of life. We live and we learn. Bye bye.